I'm not sure with Ivara's Prime access what to go for first. The Baza Prime, the dual-wielding Aksomati Prime, or Ivara Prime herself, because, let's be honest, she looks really nice. I'm assuming that is Artemis Bow, or her Artemis Bow that she's holding here. She really, really looks quite amazing, actually. Because, of course, Ivara Prime is live, in case you hadn't figured this out by now. Hopefully, because they have screwed me a few times on this. The new relics are actually here, under relics. Any relic you don't have, it will appear here, and wow, that is actually quite a lot of relics. But there is an easy way around this. Just search for the particular thing you're looking for. Ivara comes from the Axi A9 relic, Meso C4 relic, Meso N9 relic, Neo I1 relic. The Baza comes from the Axi B3 relic, Lith W2 relic, Meso B4 relic, and the Neo R3 relic. There is obviously, if you click on these, you can see what nodes they all drop from anyway. Not quite sure what's with the question marks. Oh yes, because they replaced the cache in Railjack with Relics. I'm assuming that's what the question marks are, because I haven't unlocked all of the nodes in Railjack yet. But you can see Baza Prime Receiver, Baza Prime Blueprint, Ray. Ooh, that's going to be painful. The barrel, and the stock. With the dual-wielding Aksomati having the link on the Axi A8 relic, the Axi D2 having the receiver. I'm hoping you don't need two of each of these, because the blueprint is common on the Meso R2, with the Neo Z5 having the barrel. So more than likely it's two barrels, two receivers, and the link, as well as the blueprint. There's only really the link that's going to be the problem part to get, because it seems to be the only rare one. Which isn't bad. Of course, they have replaced the Steel Meridian's Zephyr Prime chassis with the Equinox Prime Neuroptics. Arbiter of Hex's Sacrifice has gone from the Cronin Prime Blade to the Torpedo Prime. And Parent Sequence, same thing. Zephyr Prime chassis has been swapped, but this time for Wukong Prime chassis, because, well, actually looking through this, it doesn't actually say. But, okay. Zephyr Prime, the Cronin Prime, have been vaulted. That's why they're not here now. There was also something else, which I will have to backtrack to try and find, because it just says they have now been vaulted. The relics that drop these parts have been vaulted, not the actual parts. You can still get those. But it is the Torpedo Prime that has also been vaulted with Zephyr Prime and the Cronin Prime. But the Baza Prime, Mastery Rank 10, the normal ones are Mastery Rank 7, really doesn't have that much difference between it, just extra gold bits. But for the damage, the crit chance used to be 26, it's now 28. The damage actually seems to be exactly the same. 5.8, 6.7, 3.5. And the status has gone up from 10 to 14. Does have a bigger magazine. Used to be 40, is now 60. So no real increase to the damage, but quite an increase to crit and status on it. The big difference seems to be the Aksomatis, or the Aksomatis, or however you want to pronounce that, do look a little bit better. Obviously all the primes are going to visually look better, but again, the crit chance, actually that's exactly the same, 24. It's a Mastery Rank 12 instead of a Mastery Rank 9. The damage is a little bit more. It was 1.8, it's now 2 for impact. It used to be 7.2, it is now 8 for puncture, and slash used to be 9, it's now 10. The status, of course, going from 8% to 18. But the crit is the same, the crit multiplier is the same. Fire rate's a little bit quicker, and the magazine is 10 bigger. So looking like this. Yes, obviously primes are always going to be better. It's the Baza was kind of weird though. As well as a bunch of changes and fixes that have come for Railjack, these are mostly fixes. The only real change seems to come with removing the credit caches from Railjack, the hull breach granting 10 seconds of invulnerability, that's kind of been tweaked, and added Railjack health perks for performing repairs, which is 15% of max health for fire and electrical traps, 20% for ruptures, and 30% for hull breaches. Kind of does this anyway. When the invulnerability does, it goes up by that anyway. It's just kind of been increased just a little bit. Of course, if you do have the Mark II or Mark III stuff, then yeah, this is actually going to make a huge difference, because I just upgraded mine to a Mark II and noticed well, actually I lie, I didn't. I was playing with the mods and managed to triple the health of my Railjack. Remembering, of course, that the actual stats of the frame here are the unranked stats, so they actually go much higher. The shield used to be 100, is now 150. Armor is exactly the same at 65. Health is exactly the same at 75. Energy has gone up by an extra 25. Sprint speed has gone up by an extra 0.05. It used to be 1.15, is now 1.2. I miss the fact it used to have power strength in here as well, but the only one that was affected by that was Ivara Prime, and I think that is well gone. But she looks really good. The way that the helmet is kind of attached at the back, the skirt, an arrow sticking out of her shoulder there, I think it might be. All in all, kind of a little bit too hyped for Ivara. I love Artemis Bow quite a bit, so that being back, I just wish that clicking this would make her bring the bow out. But I like the stance there of her holding the Baza and the Aksomati Prime. That would be a great dual-wielding combination, a primary and a secondary, instead of dual-wielding secondaries, or a single secondary with a throwable melee weapon, or a dual-wielding melee weapon, obviously. That would actually be a really good setup, and it would be great if it came with her. Just if you had all of these equipped and it was possible to do this. It's not, but it would be nice if it was. Of course, to kind of cheat, you can get relics from the missions, you can purchase them from the marketplace, or because I mentioned this in a previous video, you can also get them from relics that you get from, obviously, syndicates, which is what I'm doing, kind of quickly trying to have a look to. I'm not getting any of the new ones here. None. Really? So I have 2 chances to get the common one here, which, lucky for me, I dropped. And sadly was right. It's 1 link, 2 barrels, and 2 receivers to build that. That's about it, so we're going to go farm the heck out of this, because I really want to play with Artemis. I haven't played with Ivara in so long. I've been putting it off since I heard her Prime was coming, so we'll leave this off here for now. I go do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.